Like, if you don't make it to champs, you don't make it to another LAN until December, January. I'd rather put a little team together and try my hardest and also with people that I know are 100% going to be putting their all into it. No, I mean, chat. I think what everybody forgets to see you, right, is that like they just neglect to see the fact that like I wasn't happy with my teaming environment. And it hadn't been just a recent thing.
Be right back.
Like it was during the last couple of weeks of Pro League. During the last couple of weeks of Pro League, I even mentioned to them, I was like, guys, like I can't do this anymore. Like you guys need to start putting in more work in customs with me and Dupe, or I can't be on the team anymore. Like I during the last weeks of Pro League, where you guys don't see this, you guys don't understand this because it's just in private. I messaged them and literally told them straight, like this is what I need. I need you guys to put more time in with me in customs, and you need to put in more time in the game in general. And if we do that, then we can make it to Pro League. But if we don't, then we aren't making LAN. And I told them that. And then from that moment on, when they weren't putting in the time in, like in customs and shit with me and Duke, then from that moment on, we didn't make LAN. Like it was just fucked. And from that moment on, I didn't feel like I was in the right teaming environment. And it just pissed me off so bad. And so like I couldn't give my full effort. I couldn't give my max effort because I wasn't motivated to play with them anymore. There wasn't any shine anymore. There wasn't that love to team with them anymore. And so I felt like we had complete control whether or not we made it to LAN, and we didn't put in the time, and we didn't make it to LAN. And so after LAN, like I had no motivation to be improved with this team anymore. Yeah, I don't even know if you guys watched the oversight games, but like, did you guys? I even gave up IGL, and I literally told Mac to IGL, and I barely comped. I just didn't feel right. I didn't feel motivated or determined to play. And so like, would you guys rather me stay in that environment? And like everybody's saying that like I should have stuck it out, and that like Rome isn't built in a day. You know what I mean? Like I should have just stuck it out. Yeah, for sure, bro. I should put my teammates through that and myself, and be miserable, and not be able to give my fullest to someone when Mac and Naughty can both find teammates that will put their best in and will put their most in. That's just bullshit. I'm gonna cut it loose as soon as I can so that those motherfuckers can find good teammates to play in LCQ. Like after LCQ, we don't have a chance at LAN until next year. Like why the fuck would I put them through that? I knew we weren't gonna fucking make it. I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to play with that team. I wasn't motivated enough to play with that team. Because after all the bad shit had happened and everything, like I don't want to play with them anymore. So why would I put them through that, knowing that inevitably that we may have not made LCQ? So instead, I'm gonna find my own team. We're gonna try our hardest to make LCQ, and Naughty's gonna find his own team. They're gonna try their hardest to make LCQ. Same with Mac. Like all that is going to happen. You still gonna IGL? I mean, maybe it depends on what a team needs from me. If a team needs an IGL, then yeah, I will. Like if I get an offer and they're like, yo, yeah, you get a contract, we just need you to IGL. It's like I'll definitely IGL. I understand the role. I just need to get much better at it, which I can do. But if a team also wants me to frag on controller or M and K, if like it's a really good offer, then I'm gonna do it. You know, I'd need an offer for that. But like if it's my control and like my team, I'm definitely just gonna play IGL, like co-IGL or IGL controller. Why didn't you end it after the Pro League? Why did you wait all this time? Because I wanted to see if it was salvageable. What does that even mean? Why didn't I immediately end it after Pro League?
Where's the far away from purple?
That's like
it's right here.
That's like
and there's a purple right here.
That's why it sort of pisses me off to see all these people say that because of the results that we had that I left. Because like obviously it wasn't because of the results. Because then I would have left immediately after Pro League. It was because I didn't feel like it was going to work out and I wanted to cut my losses. And also, if I couldn't give them the respect of a good teammate and couldn't give them the most of a teammate, then why would I stay with them? Yeah, I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's much more in depth than people make it to be. Like, I have had hundreds of hours in calls with these guys, like talking to them about what I need as a teammate and like why I need it, and if it isn't met, that I should find people who can meet it. And like everybody has those fucking needs. How did Naughty and Mac take the news when you told them? They took it fine when I messaged them, and they both messaged me. They were pretty much like, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Like I understand. It was really just like the outburst on stream that people had that like confused me. Just think you never believed in Naughty? No, I did believe in Naughty. Most recently, no, I didn't believe in Naughty. I didn't. And Naughty didn't believe in Naughty, so that's like some bullshit. Naughty had no self-confidence, and he had no means to be a better player in the things that he needed to improve in. He knew that. And if I had given him more time, yeah, I'm sure he could have improved on the things that he needed to improve on. But that's not what I wanted. So
Extended heavy magazine.
I blamed a lot on Naughty because a lot of shit was Naughty's fault. That's just the end of it. Like that is just it. Like I feel like people fail to realize that we're playing at the top of excellency here. And like when I make a mistake, I take full accountability. But when someone else makes a mistake, if I can't harp on their mistake so that they fix it, then like, what the fuck do you expect me to do? Naughty was fucking insane during the entire Pro League. He made a couple mistakes that cost some points, but so did I and so did Mac. That's natural. Like everybody is going to make mistakes. But after Pro League, he lost a lot of confidence. And I think it was because of me harping on him. But like that's the type of team environment I run. I think that people forget that like, for the longest time, I was so patient with Naughty. Like for the longest time, I was so patient with him. And every mistake that he made, I tried to be about as productive as I possibly could about it. But after a while, I just got fed up. At the end of the day, like, all of us made mistakes. All of us misjudged things. All of us said things or did things that we regret, I'm sure. All of us made mistakes in Pro League. All of us costed points, and it was a team collective as to why we didn't make LAN. It was no one's specific fault. But with the way that I run my show when I'm leader, bro, like if you make mistakes, it like pisses me off because my life is on the line. I am going to qualify for a LAN or I'm not. And so when you make mistakes, I'm going to treat your mistakes in the way you made them just as I would treat myself, bro. If I make a mistake that costs us a Pro League day, I'm going to beat myself the fuck up about it. And I'm not going to live it down. Like, I'm just not going to. But guess what? I can guarantee you I will not make that fucking mistake again. And that's just how I run my show.
In there.
And so me and Naughty just didn't fit well with that. Naughty literally has PTSD from playing with people in the past. And so he just can't operate that way. And that's just how it is. And that's why I needed to leave.
I broke 2.
No, it doesn't boil down. See, that's what I'm saying. I think that's very narrow-minded for you to think that it boils down to Naughty can't handle criticism and improve, because he can. He just couldn't handle my criticism. And he could improve even though he couldn't handle my criticism. Like, it's not that narrow. It just simply isn't that narrow. Like, we had a lot of problems, all three of us, and there was a lot of meshing problems, and it just didn't feel like it was working out. Naughty and Mac didn't wake up to Twitter news. I messaged Naughty and Mac, and before I made sure 100% that they knew what was happening. And then I asked them if I could tweet it, and they said yes. It's just a bunch of parasocial freaks who are so upset for, like, they're so upset for Naughty and Mac that they, like, feel like they need to, like, be pissed for them and, like, take it out on me. You just said it was because of your criticism? No, it was just one of the reasons.
Got it ready up.
I mean, but like the whole point of the stream is to whip up a little drama, keep it all being talked about. So I'm 100% gonna keep entertaining it, guys. I mean, shit is just ad rev. What? Like I'm literally farming. I've never had like 2,000 viewers like 28 minutes into my stream. It's just ad rev galore. Yeah, of course I'm gonna be open about it. I'm not gonna hold back. I have no reason to. Like the only reason I can think of holding back and not saying the things that happened during our teaming situation is so that like it doesn't hurt my friends' feelings. And like of course there's gonna be some stuff that I don't say because I don't want to make their job harder. But like at the end of the day, like I can't just sit here and take all the heat when I know in my head that I did things right for once. Like I can like willingly say to everybody in this chat right now that like there has been times in the past where I've imploded teams and I have 100% made mistakes. And I have not gone about leaving teams or gone about like getting kicked from teams right. And I have done that in the past, but this time specifically, I can say I did things as right as I could, given the situation I was in. The only thing I could have done better was stuck through, and I could have stuck through. But like at the end of the day, that's not the risk I'm willing to take right now. Like I'd rather play with a different team.
Fasten your seatbelts, but it's not that kind of ride.